Hello students, welcome to Edible Art Club. Today I'm going to show you how to make these hot chocolate bombs. So what is a hot chocolate bomb? It's basically a ball of chocolate and inside it's like a solid ball and inside is hot chocolate and mini marshmallows. So I'm going to show you how to make these. What you'll need is melting chocolate, Ghirardelli, Choco Maker brand, whatever you can find at the store. Hot chocolate mix, I got Swiss Miss, and mini marshmallows or anything else you want to put inside. You'll also need a mold. So this is a silicone mold and it makes little 2-inch round chocolate ball shapes. Okay, so let me show you how to make these. I've got my chocolate already melted. I'm just going to angle my camera down. So I've got my chocolate already melted here and I've got my silicone mold. So I'm going to take a spoonful of chocolate and place it in the mold. And then you have to take the chocolate and push it up against the sides of the mold. So it covers the entire half of a sphere, I guess you would call it. And what you're going to do is you're going to fill up all of these, however many you want to make. So you're going to need 2 half circles for each mold. And once you have these all filled up, the best way to get them to harden is to put them in the freezer for like 2 minutes. And then once you've got them in the freezer, you should take them out and put another layer in. So these right here, I've got all of these filled out and there's just 1 layer of chocolate in them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another spoonful of sugar and I'm just going to put more on the edges there and around the edge just to make the chocolate a little bit thicker. Because when you take it out of the mold, you don't want it real thin. You want it to be nice and thick. So I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to do all 6 of these. And then I'm going to put it back in the freezer for a couple minutes and let it harden. So I've already got a set right here that I've got 2 layers in, and they're fully hardened. So once they're hardened, and I put them in, I had these in the freezer for like 3 to 5 minutes. And once you take them out, you can feel that they're all hard. They're not soft anymore. And then to take the chocolate out, I just flip them over and I just stretch my silicone. I don't want to push because I don't want to break the chocolate. Okay? And then I've got a little half cup of a mold. So I'm going to get all of these out. They come out pretty easy. These silicone molds are nice because they're pretty flexible. I did see online some like hacks in case you didn't have the silicone mold, but they were hard plastic molds and didn't work as well. Okay, so now that we have our little half cup of chocolate mold, we're going to put hot chocolate in here, hot chocolate mix. I'll need that melted chocolate to put these together. So I'm going to put 1 spoonful of hot chocolate in here so it fills it up halfway. And now I'm going to take some marshmallows and I'm going to put those on top, as many as I think I can fit in there. And now I'm going to take another mold and I'm going to put it on top. But before I put it on top, I'm going to dip it in my hot chocolate that I have melted over here so that the edges have chocolate on it. It's a little messy. And then once I have chocolate on the edge, I could put it right on there and it should seal it right up because I have that hot melted chocolate right on the edge there. And then you can decorate it however you want. So if you want to take white chocolate and just drizzle it over it, if you want to put sprinkles on it, you could take some like hot melted chocolate like I have on my fingers here. Rub some melted chocolate on here. And then take some sprinkles and pour them on. Okay? And that's how you make a hot chocolate bomb. Now, what do you do with these hot chocolate bombs? What you do is you take one and you put it in a mug. So I've got a mug right here. I'm going to take one of my hot chocolate bombs that I made earlier. I'm going to place it in my mug. So it's in the mug. And then I'm going to take hot milk that I've already microwaved. And I'm going to pour it over my hot chocolate bomb that I have in there. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my hot milk. Oh, I spilled it. And because it's hot, the chocolate bomb will melt. And then you just have to stir it up As you can see, my mini marshmallows came out, and I just stir it up, and I've got a nice cup of hot chocolate. So the chocolate that you made it with melted, and the hot chocolate that was in there is going to flavor it. And the mini marshmallows came out. Now, what if you don't have the silicone mold? I'm going to show you a quick hack. What I did was I took an ice cube tray, and I made ice cubes, but I put a little stick in it so that I could use this ice cube and dip it in the chocolate. And when I dip that ice cube in the chocolate, it's going to immediately form a little rectangular cup. So let me show you what I mean. Like this. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to cover it in chocolate, but not over the edge. And then you take it out. So it's filled, it's covered in chocolate, and I let it sit. And then it only takes a couple minutes, like not even a couple minutes, a couple seconds to harden, and the ice cube will pull right out of it, and then you have a little rectangular cup to make the same type of hot chocolate, but instead of a hot chocolate ball, it's going to be like a rectangle. So I've got a couple of these already made, and it's kind of messy. You'll notice I have chocolate all over my hands, but that's okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my little rectangular cup that I have. I'm going to put in some hot chocolate mix. And instead of marshmallows, I like these little mint candies, these little mint candies. I'm going to break up a couple of those and put them in there. And just put them right on top like that. And then I'm going to take my other rectangular mold that I have here. I'm going to dip it in my chocolate. And then put it right on top. Okay. And if you have a little like crack there, you can just use your finger and seal it up. All right. It's kind of messy, as you can see. I've got chocolate all over me. But it does make a very cute, and they're great for gift ideas. And it's really delicious hot chocolate. Bon appetit. Oh, it's good.